So in Great Britain, the Ghost Society, 1882, for psychical research later, which became channeling or is channeling and telepathy. That one now got into Christianity because they, Ordo ab Chaos, put Helena Blavatsky to write Isis Unveiled, the Secret Doctrine as well. And here it says, in the middle of the Bible, Acts. It's actually the middle of the Bible. In Darwinism, if you put it religiously, you could say, I live and I get reborn as a leaf instead of I was created God alike and I go back to God. So to minimize what we can get out of the Bible, we should stay with the original Bible, if at all. So the King James Version is a bad one. Here it always says Son of God. In the Douay it says Son of Gods. So the split tail, which comes or stems from the Pope's head, is the fish god Dagon, a god and an old Egyptian god Aleph, which became later a bull, a cow, a ox, an elephant. And fleur de lis is the coming together of female and male. And the fish Mitra of the Pope came from Dagon, the fish god. And was becoming the clothing in crimson, meaning sacrifice, purple royalty. Then we have here again the sun and the horns in Egyptian. Nimrod was a fighter against God and he gets killed. And Semiramis was a widow then after. And she says he got up to the sun and was reborn through her in Euphrates, again, fish symbol. So that child became Osiris. Other words, therefore, are Balder, Adonis, Tammuz, or Baal. And for Isis or Semiramis, other words are Isis, Frigga, Venus, Ishtar, Ashtoreth. And for the child, the son, we have, well, Frigga was Scandinavia, Balder, Frigga, Scandinavia, Adonis, Venus, Rome, Tammuz, Ishtar, Babylon, Baal, Ashtoreth, the Phoenicians. The son became Zoroaster, meaning secret of the woman, or Mithras, which is the savior, or Dionysus, the sin bearer, or Bacchus, the branch, Vishnu, the victim man, or Osiris, king of kings. So, it's stemming since Nimrod, if he ever existed, he building the first city, as Wikipedia tells us. But it's a legend. So Maria, always associated with dark places like a cave and stuff. And then we have a moth, a bee, which always was sign of fertility. And that's actually what she does. Isis, Frigga, Venus, Ishtar and Ashtoreth. Like, through herself, she says, the son was born. So Noah and his wife had 3 sons, and Noah was cursing Ham because that one had seen him when he was drunk and his nudity was openly seen, and Ham did not cover Noah. So the god Semis became Jesus. The 3 sons were Sem, Japhet and Ham, whereof Ham became the same like Cush or Nimrod with Semiramis, and he was the first that rebelled against God and, as I said, founded the first city. In Babylon, the Dagon fish god was honored because he was the only one that survived the flood. And Nimrod was honored because he did protect people with his wall, because we were about the stonemasons, Freimaurer. So Nimrod was the first to build a wall, to erect a city, to tax people for this safety. So the rainbow, according to the Bible, was the sign that God gave to never ever send a flood anymore. So in the Apocalypse, when it says there will be the earth flooded 2/3, can't be true, because if you take the Bible for serious, then we see a lot of, on Ham's, which is Noah's son, side, a lot of lions and crosses. Semiramis had invented the temple cult with prostitution. Nimrod, he actually founded 7 or 8 cities. In Egyptian, Semiramis, I was giving birth to the sun, the Ham line, the snake, which is not documented. So that's the hidden secret, which is still around. But the Sem part of that history is told in the Bible. So you have here Sem, Japhet and Ham. So Sem in the Bible, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, is told. So the Hebraic world gave us a lot for thinking about religion-wise, the Romans about military, what to do and build, erect cities and streets and water lines, pipes. And the Greeks taught us about philosophy. Jesus of Nazareth was the king of the Jews, and he was written upon the sign that they put on his cross in 3 languages. 3 languages: Hebraic, Latin and Greek. And with these 3 fields we have to deal with the elite. The Astarten are mentioned 27 times in the Bible, and these are the Ishtar or Semiramis or Isis people. in the Bible, they are called Astarten. And Messias comes from the line from Eva, and he will be trampling on the snake's head. And people have always known so. And Isis and stuff, that's female goddesses. And these cults always existed. So I want to continue here with Atlas, who is on the borders of the earth holding the sky, meaning he holds the gods away from earth. And like that, humans become free without God. And here we have Cain, Abel of the Bible, whereas Cain is the devil, Satan, and der Narr, le fou, Joker, the jester, the insane, you could say as well, which in tarot would be the travelings of us human beings, and which is also Hephaestus, the god of the iron handcraft. At the Greeks, that was working with a hammer, a axe, and a thong. And he, according to the Bible, was the inventor of every tool of copper or iron. And so there was Abel and Seth. So Seth was the younger brother, and he became Abel. And Seth is the Jesus line, where Noah, the centaur, derived from, that has a fish body because he mastered the flood. So we have here a Cain, as we said, the jester, and because of Yahweh's saying, he has to wander the earth and to smooth the people and to build cities. And it's also Enoch's son. Well, the son was Enoch. So Hephaestus was banned from the Olymp, and he returns, and he is able to beget Aphrodite, which is his sister, actually. Again, we have these interfamily marriages. Poseidon with a trident comes from Nereus or Noah, the one that mastered the flood. Greek vases picture like Heracles or Nimrod, that is pushing Noah, Nereus, pushing and harassing him.